So, Team Bulgaria, welcome to Garosquiri Corner. Some of our viewers may recognise some of you, some of our viewers may not recognise you. So just say your name and where you're actually from, not where you currently live, because that may confuse them.
Right, I'm Yavor Bidjov, and I'm from Team Bulgaria.
I'm Marcus Lake, and I'm also from Team Bulgaria.
But you live in England, okay?
I am Jordan Deliski, and I'm from Team Bulgaria, and I actually live in Bulgaria.
Ah, so a proper Bulgarian. I'm going to direct my question to you first. What is Warhammer like in Bulgaria? Is it a big scene?
Not actually, no, but it's there are people who are dedicated players and try to improve the hobby, but it's not easy.
Is it competitive? Are the players competitive?
Well, the problem is there are a group of people who play Warhammer for a long time, and they pretty much stomp the newbies, which doesn't work very well for improving the scene for the hobby. Because when you go for the first time playing Warhammer and you bring your ogre army, which is giant and has man-eating monsters, and then against you see Skavens, which are rats. And these rats just go through you and leave nothing but bones, and then you say, yeah.
Nothing but bones?
Yes, nothing but bones. And then you just stand there watching and say, yeah, this is not for me. And that's the main problem about improving the hobby in Bulgaria.
Okay, fair enough. So, rats going through you, turning you into bones. Has that happened for your team today? What have your games been like?
Our team has actually done pretty well today. We won the first round against Wales, and I think we just won the second round against Netherlands. There wasn't any rats eating us. I think we ate the rats most of the times. He won a game against Cave and against Wales. I won a couple of games against Tomb Kings and Ogres. And how did you do?
I drew a game this morning against Michael Pritchard of Wales with his dwarves, and then I've just pretty much my entire Empire army just ran off the board on turn 3 playing against Richard from Team Netherlands. But he was a gent about it, and he's offered me a shirt swap, and it should all be all right in the morning.
I've just been almost begged to give them my England shirt. Oh, no, not Alex. I can't remember. One of the Netherlands guys desperately wants my England shirt. But people that are wearing their shirts in this hot weather, they're going to be quite sweaty. And people are putting them straight on. I don't know if I like that. Converting the sweat from one gent to another. It seems slightly homoerotic. Is Warhammer homoerotic?
No, I wouldn't stand for any of that on my scene.
Yeah. I know what you're like. So, what do you think to the event as a whole, really? Because you guys have been to other ETCs. Have you been to other ones? No. This is your first one. So, tell me about your experience so far.
So far, it's fucking awesome. No, seriously, I mean, you go to a place where there are 500 or more people who play Warhammer. I've never seen such an event of such scale before. Because you go into the hall and, hey, these people are just like me.
And geeks.
Yes, geeks, nerds, everything. So it's pretty amazing to see that something of such scale can happen.
Yeah, do you agree?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, Marcus is always very elaborate. I think it's amazing. To be fair, I expected a lot less. Like last year, Poland was good. I was stunned how good it was, but I still can't believe how good this venue is. The everything, like the organization, everything is perfect except for the food. Food was disgusting.
I thought the food was okay, to be honest.
Just like in the military.
It was some kind of sausage stew with beans and stuff. I liked it. I didn't eat the cabbage stuff. I passed that on. But you know what? It's included in the ticket price here, which was different to last year. So it's a bonus. But it would be nice to have something like tender steak of 8 ounces or something like that. Maybe a 10-ounce steak, sirloin, ribeye, something like that would be great.
There's a shop down the road.
Well, I'm not cooking it. I'm not cooking it out here at all. Rules pack. Did you like the comp? Were you happy? Was it easy to create your lists? Were there any issues?
We generally love the compact. Like me and the other Bulgarians and Marcus, who play in the UK actively, we play mainly ETC practice games all the time. Even the line of sight, which I know you don't like, is I've never, for the last year, I've played like 2 games with normal line of sight. I'm really into the comp and the whole, the way ETC play style goes.
Does it work for you?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't mind playing either way, just as long as I know what I'm writing my list for when I write my list, then I'll play anything.
I'll play anything and do anything. Is there much comp in Bulgaria itself?
No, because because there are not so many players. They usually get together. One makes the my English. So basically, friends play Warhammer, and when you play with friends, you don't go for the cheese. So there is not really need for much comp in Bulgaria.
No, fair enough. We've got some interesting matchups already on table 1. You know, some big players in this. Who do you think are the big contenders of this tournament?
I'd like to see England do well for my own personal Marcus reasons, but I can see Austria doing well again. I know they did well last year, and we played against them, and they were definitely a solid team. That was my only loss of last ETC, and yeah.
What about you?
Well, I think I have a feeling that Danish will win it. Like, I hope England does well because we play there, so that's beneficial for us as well in some ways. But today I saw the Danish coming in, and they have those tabards with the Danish flag, and they have makeup and all this, and I have the feeling they will win this.
I like it. Some of them have got really nice bodies as well, and of course that is really, really important in a Warhammer player for me as well. So finally, how much preparation do you need to do, and did you do, for this ETC event? I'll start with you.
Well, the preparations were quite sloppy this year, but it comes to show that you need talent, not just preparations, because we are doing pretty well so long, and aim to prove that you don't need so much experience to finish in the top.
Okay, so what is going well for you then? He's just said it's going well for you. What is going well for you?
What do you mean, what's going
in your games? Why are you winning your games? Is it down to the matchups?
Yeah, I would say that after last year, we've learnt a lot about the ETC style. Myself, Yavor, and Turisto and Georgie quite regularly play team tournaments, and we've got to know each other as a team, and we know each other's strengths and weaknesses. Same with the other Bulgarians that actually live in Bulgaria. They've all attended a couple of team tournaments. I believe they won one over here in Serbia earlier on this year, maybe late last year. And yeah, we're all just getting to know each other properly as a Warhammer team.
That's nice, and that's involving getting drunk, getting a little bit naked, and inappropriate with each other, yeah?
Absolutely. We might have drunk a couple of bottles of Jägermeister last night. It'll all be all right in the morning.
So have you got a strong... I know I said it was the last question, but I'm intrigued now. Do you think you've got a strong team this year? Are you going to be boosted through the rankings?
I think we have a stronger team this year. Last year we didn't practice at all. I mean, the 4 of us, we did, and then the Bulgarian regiment didn't. This year they practiced, not as much, but they still practiced, and we played our asses off. I mean, we're far from like Poland style of 150 games a year or whatever. We're far from this. But we've still practiced a lot, and I think a lot of it comes down to matchups. And our captain, Christo, is a genius when it comes to matchups. He managed to engineer everything for me and Georgie this so far in the 2 rounds. It's amazing.
Well, good lad. Haristo isn't here because he's having a well-deserved rest. I think you've all stressed him out too much. But best of luck, guys. You can now go and drink. Go!